You're driving along and then this beastie comes on. Oh no! A check engine light! What am I gonna do? Welcome back to the Essex Rotary channel. Yes, I'm sat in the car again. We're not doing hands-on stuff. I promise we'll get back to it. But today, I want to be talking about check engine lights. Well guys, it's a new year, 2018. Happy New Year to everyone. I know we haven't been around for a while, but just a quick video. We've received quite a few emails and calls recently over the Christmas period regarding cars with check engine lights on. It's a common question, it's not just specific to the RX8. We get people phoning up and they're asking, like, my car's had a check engine light on. If you don't know what it is, I'll put a little picture up on the screen in a minute. But my car's got a check engine light on. It's running okay. Is it safe to drive? Truth be told, it may be safe to drive, it may not. But at the end of the day, the check engine light is generally there because the ECU's detected a fault with something. So the fact that it's on, you really need to get it checked out and find out what the problem is. And it's pretty difficult for us as a mechanic, I mean, I'm not just talking about specialists, a regular garage or whatever, to simply say, right, well, that's the problem if the engine light's on. Even if, I mean, it does make it a little bit easier, but even if, for instance, you say, right, I've got a check engine light, it's a, I don't know, a P0300. Okay, stop, because at this point, I've realised we should have really showed you some clips of reading the fault codes. So, without further ado, here we go. You just be able to see down here on the right-hand drive car steering column, there, that's the OBDII socket. Okay guys, we use our Autel MaxiDiag Elite for most of our diagnostic stuff at the workshop. So with the OBDII socket plugged in, as we've showed you already, we're going to turn the ignition on. With the ignition on, we're just going to go through the procedure here. We've actually initiated a couple of codes here by disconnecting a HT lead, so we can actually stick some codes in here so you can see what we're talking about. So we'll go scroll down on this one to read codes, store codes. Okay, if I zoom in here, you'll see what we're talking about. Okay, so on this unit, you can see there's some nice descriptions of the faults which the ECU's detected. For instance, we pulled a lead off to create the misfire code. Yeah, basically what you need to take note of is the P code. So P2097, P0127. These are the codes which let us actually diagnose or start to diagnose the problems. If you haven't got these and you've already cleared the codes, there's not a lot we can do until the fault comes back. So with those codes taken note of, we can go ahead and scroll out here. There is also a pending code section, so sometimes that's an area where you'll get codes which have, they're not actually shown up, they've been stored once, but not enough to actually show up as a full-on engine light code or check engine light. But we'll scroll out here. Once you've noted the codes, erase codes. There we go. Now when we restart the vehicle, the engine light should be gone. And as we can see now, no engine light, guys. Okay, with that ordeal over, guys, just remember to take note of your engine code so you can pass them on to your specialist. Now without further ado, back to the main feature. Which would be, on most vehicles, a random multiple cylinder misfire. Now on the RX8, quite common is probably coil packs. Excuse me. It's probably coil packs. However, it may not be the coil packs. It could be the spark plugs, it could be the leads, it could be a faulty crank angle sensor, it could be the wiring between any of those components. So it's, even with a check engine light system with the OBDII, it's still not as straightforward as the ECU saying this is broken and needs changing. It still requires a certain level of diagnostics. Now, with common faults, if you get to a specialist with any car, with common stuff, it is more likely that they're going to be able to pinpoint with a decent degree of accuracy. They're going to be able to pinpoint and say, right, chances are it's going to be this. But a misfire on an RX8, chances are it's going to be your coil packs. However, without the fault code, it's pretty much impossible to even diagnose the problem. So the easiest way for you to help us would be to get a cheap OBDII diagnostic code reader. They can be picked up pretty cheaply from as little as sort of 15 or 20 pounds. Excuse me, junction. Yeah, they can be picked up pretty cheaply. And with that, you can plug it in. It's a simple process. Retrieve the diagnostic trouble codes, or DTCs as they're normally referred to, and you can pass them on to us or your designated mechanic. I mean, if it's a BMW, Mercedes, Peugeot, whatever, it'll do the same thing, as long as it's OBDII compliant. So normally 1996 or later. From that, we can have a decent idea of what potentially your problem is. But if you call us up or email us and say, I've got an engine light on, what could it be? It's like playing pin the tail on the diagnostic code. It's pretty much impossible, guys. So from that, I mean, it's just a quick video. We've had quite a lot of emails and questions lately with these kind of issues. I understand, obviously, being January, a lot of people haven't got the money to be able to fix their cars. So if they can find out whether it's safe to drive or not, it's a different matter. Again, being safe to drive, we don't know unless we know the actual fault. There's some stuff which is minor, it's not going to be a big problem. Say, for instance, a rear O2 sensor is at fault. It's not going to affect how the car drives, it's just monitoring the status of the catalyst. So if it's faulty, it just means it's not monitoring what's going on properly. However, it could be something major, like a misfire, which is bad. Obviously, you can drive a misfire, I wouldn't recommend it. Or something in between, like, I don't know, on another car it could be a fuel pressure system problem. The car's receiving sufficient fuel pressure, but not optimal. You know, you could drive it, but in cases like that, I wouldn't say you're going to want to be ragging the nuts off of it. So yeah, OBDII codes, they are great, but you need to remember they're not directly pinpointing what needs to be changed. It'll direct you to the area in a vehicle system that needs to be looked at further to find the problem. Anyway, guys, with that said, if you've got any more questions, diagnostic codes, leave them in the comment section down there. Oh yeah, there. Down at the bottom. And yeah, we'll try and answer them. Please do check back, guys, on a regular basis. We're hoping with a new year to be getting some more regular videos out. I promise we'll be getting some more hands-on stuff in the very near future. So yeah, if you like what you've seen, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get notified when we put out a video. With that said, I'm going to sign off. Hopefully we'll be seeing you again. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.